Hello, welcome back to Today's Booked. I'm your host, Chelle, with part-time co-host, Whitley.
Hey guys.
Welcome back.
We're here doing a little bit different of an episode today, and I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one. I did a solo yap last week.
So obviously love the episode, but she's over here yapping about the entire book, so I don't even need to read it because she's like, "So this happens with Bob, and then Bob does this," and I'm like, no, shut the fuck up. Tell me a short summary. Tell me why I want to read it, and then be done. So I did tell her that. If anybody agrees, let me know.
Whatever.
Shoot us a little direct message.
Shots fired. Whatever, you still enjoyed the episode. My mom, she started reading The Truth About the Devlins. She was like, oh, that sounds good. And she's like, I put the last one on my TBR too. And I was like, okay, Mom.
She's ready to audio it up.
Yeah, she's listening. She didn't even finish Fourth Wing, so I'm like, we'll see if she finishes. On this episode, we're going to be recommending some of our favorite books.
I'm excited because I feel like I am all about telling everyone about a good book. Don't get me wrong.
I wonder if I should just go back in the archive and start putting some reviews on the gram that I've read in the past, because some of these books I feel like don't even get talked about really, or they probably were back in the day when I was just a loser on Bookstagram, not really doing anything. So
no, I agree. I have so many on my Kindle that I like, I read a lot on my Kindle before I had bookshelves, and I was like, I need to go back and like talk about some of these books because I've read some good books.
freaking same on my Nook color.
I had a Nook.
Dude, I still have mine. I just plugged mine in because I can't find my freaking Kindle. Where did the Kindle go?
But you have your iPad, so you can use your Kindle app on your iPad.
Yeah, but that's just not the same. Like, the Kindle is just so light. It's just comfortable. I don't like holding my iPad. It's so heavy.
It's so dramatic. Put it on your legs. Prop it up. It's not the end of the world.
Whatever. Yeah, so we're going to be recommending some books for y'all this episode. But, you know, what we got to do first, we got to have our yap sesh and catch up on all the things and talk about all the things. I got a lot to catch you up on too.
Okay, so tell us, what the freak have you been booked with?
Oh my God. So taking Posey to the emergency vet.
Oh yeah.
Homegirl freaking ran into a cactus trying to get her stupid freaking ball. She is ball obsessed. And when I saw this, I was just like, no. And then we get inside. She's like rubbing her face all over the carpet, pulling at her eyes, and they're like red, swollen, freaking Arizona problems. And she had an ulcer in each eye. So,
oh, poor thing. She's probably in so much pain.
Yeah, poor thing. So she had to wear a little cone, and she's got antibiotics and like some gel stuff that I gotta put on the waterline of her eyes. And she's like, F this. And I'm like, it's your fault, sister.
And we run into cactuses, girl.
Yeah. So Posey and I are traumatized by that. And then yesterday, me leaving the pool, I hit a freaking cactus and I get pokies all on my hand. My finger was swollen. I was like, you've got to be like, Posey and I are just down bad going through it.
It's the season of the cactuses.
It is. I'm like, is this my sign that I need to move out of Arizona or what?
Honestly, who lives in Arizona?
Me and a lot of other people that love the sun. And sweating, apparently.
God
in the
bless.
Summertime.
I'm out.
What else have I been booked with? That's pretty much it. Went to the pool. Yeah, I've been reading. I'm doing so good.
Thank God. Thank God you're finally reading, because you have a Bookstagram, you have a book podcast. Like, thank the Lord.
Dude, I haven't not been reading. I just have been reading at a slower pace, but I feel like I'm picking it back up. You know?
Thank God.
It only took me like how many? I've been down bad, okay? I've been down bad. I've been knocked down. I've been
fucking knocked out of the park, and not in a good way.
Yeah. But I'm parking it back up. I don't even know. Anyways, I don't even know what the heck I've been booked with. I've been catching up on sleep. I've been trying to live my life. I've been reading books. I've been going to the pool. I've been running into cactuses, freaking going on dates. Live, laugh, love. That's what I've been doing. What have you been booked with? Tell us about your life, because this life is lifing too much.
Okay, bless. I've been doing a lot. So last weekend went to Northern Virginia. My cousin's second child had his first birthday party. So
Cute.
I know, but I traveled with Peyton by myself because Jesse had to work, and that girl decided not to sleep while we were there. So I basically was dying and surviving. And then
Wait,
Jesse
she didn't sleep on the trip?
barely, like the first night we were there, she ended up falling asleep at 10. And granted, I laid her down at like 7:30.
Yeah.
She didn't, and she woke up at 5:50. Then she didn't nap the next day because of the party. And we got back, like I had tears. I cried. It was so bad. It was so
Dang.
bad. Yeah. But then Jesse was out of town. He went to Orlando. So, like, it was me working and being a single mom, basically, with her till like Thursday. Literally, I was like a zombie. When he got back, I was like, but
Thank
then,
God. Thank God.
honestly, I don't know how people do it, but hats off. Anyways, then we went, and me and Jesse on that Friday, we went and saw the new Marvel movie, Deadpool and Wolverine. So good. Literally so good. It was like, I'm not a huge Deadpool fan because he's raunchy and like whatever, and that's fine. I still like him, not my favorite. But the movie was so good. They brought back a lot of old characters from Marvel, and I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen it, but it's so good. We went to dinner, and then Saturday I had my nephew's 16th birthday party. That was fun. And then
Sweet 16.
he got a car. How cute.
Oh my God, was
It was-
MTV there?
No.
I'm kidding.
I know. He got surprised and he cried. It was so cute. It was so
Oh
cute.
my God.
He was crying.
He cried.
It was so cute.
That
It's so
reminds
cute.
me of freaking My Sweet 16 on MTV. I freaking loved
Yes.
that show.
And those drama freaks put such.
Seriously.
We thought that was normal too. How crazy.
Remember My Sweet 16 birthday party?
Yeah, yours and Kaylee's trauma. I'm like traumatized by Kaylee's.
Seriously, because we had to freaking perform
I can't with our babe jacket.
with our Bape hoodies on because we were really going through a Soldier Boy phase.
Oh my! Can we tell the people of the podcast what we did? So we all each had our favorite color of babe jackets or bathing apes, whatever. So I was purple, of course.
Mine was white.
And we had to go out and perform with our hoods on. The freaking, what is the song called? Nelly
Party
and
People by Fergie and Nelly.
so embarrassing. We each on rap parts where we lip sync the rapping. So
No, we had freaking mics, dude. We had mics and we were singing that out loud.
Right. And none of us are singers.
If anything, I'm
If
the
it was-
closest thing we have to a singer in the group.
Yeah, okay.
But like, I was rapping.
Okay, but if anyone has a video of that, burn it to hell, please God.
Please. I don't even think we had iPhones then, thank God. I think somebody has it on video. I think Kaylee's mom like camcordered it or something.
I hope Kaylee threw that away because every time I think of it, I want to die inside. That Kaylee forced us. We are good friends that we did that.
Literally. We put on a freaking performance for her Sweet 16. That I just
Can you imagine?
every time I think about that, I die. Imagine us putting that on TikTok.
Can you imagine being a parent watching us do that? Like, one of the parents. The memories.
Seriously. Oh my God. If I could go back to high school for a week, I would.
I would too. Just to go
Because
back.
we
and
had so much fun.
Yes, just to be who I am now in high school, I would be so. I would be so antisocial. I think.
We would be in the library.
100%. Because even out when people talk to me, like out in public now, I find myself being so awkward, and I'm like, "Why are you awkward? Like you were fine. Like what are you doing?"
I literally talk to anybody and everybody and like, what's up?
I know. God bless.
What else have you been booked with? Are we done with that?
Oh, and so we actually took Peyton to the Durham Life and Science Museum. It was so cute because it has like a farm. It had bears, a bear habitat, wolves. It had like a butterfly garden, but then it has all the science stuff inside. And it has a train, like it's huge. But she had a blast, and
That's
I
cool.
was
Why
exhausted.
does
Yeah,
it sound like you were at the zoo?
it does sound like that, but it was a Life and Science Museum. It's about
Oh.
life. I don't know.
Okay, are we wrapping it up with what we've been
Yes.
booked with? Okay,
Wrap it
thank
up,
God,
bitch. Wrap
because
it up like a you already know what. I can't with the dog.
I was like, I want to know what books you've been buying because, I'm on a book ban right now and I just keep seeing on your story, oh, I bought this book. Oh, I bought that book. And I'm like, I have bookmo.
So, that was good. It's funny because this list I made this morning, and I went to the bookstore today and bought 3 more books when I was only supposed to buy 1, and they didn't have the one I needed, The Paradise Problem. Anyways, I bought The Teacher by Frida McFadden. I've been wanting to buy that, and I got it on Pango Books for like $5. Ballin'. And then I got The Locked Door by her too. Same thing. It was like $5 or $6. I got the first 2 books of the Belladonna series. So Belladonna and Foxglove. They're so pretty.
What is that?
I don't know.
Fantasy?
Yeah. And then I got this book that somebody got like a special edition book. And, I'm just obsessed with buying books. So I'm like, oh, let me find a special edition book. And so I found The Shadow Between Us by Tricia Levenseller. And it has the sprayed edges. It came with a bookmark. That's the one I put on my story. And then the actual book, like without the cover, is pretty. Love it.
Yeah.
And then The Veiled Kingdom by Holly Renee. That's a highly anticipated one. I'm actually excited to read that. Four Winds by Kristen Hanna. The Songbird of the Sorrows by Brady Otto. That's one that's like not a well-known book, not a well-known author. But I've heard great things. So yay me, might as well add it to the cart. And then In the Wood by Tana French. And I guess, like I said, The Paradise Problem, which I had to add to my cart today.
Did you check out that cart?
I did, and it's funny because my Instagram said that Happy Place won, but that was the books I bought. So many, and I got 3 more today, and I'm not going to talk about them. Okay, let's talk about your obsessions and your hyperfixations. What's going on in your little book self life?
Oh, yeah, because I haven't been buying any freaking books. That is so sad.
And I'm over here buying like 17 an hour.
Seriously, it's like I lost a part of my soul. It's not even fun. Like, I feel like I should just buy one just to like spice up my life. Okay, but what have I been obsessed with? I've been obsessed with planning my life on the calendar app on the iPhone.
It's little things,
Seriously, let me live my life. And it's color coordinated. And I just started it and I am just so obsessed.
Where have you been? I've had my calendar on my phone forever.
Well, I usually do my planner because I like to physically write it, but I don't know. It's just like a game changer having it on your phone. Just let me live my life, okay?
So, wait, okay, question. So then if you go to like an appointment, right? And you're scheduling an appointment, you don't put it on your phone. Where do you put it?
In my planner.
Mine goes in my phone first and then my planner if I remember.
See, I put everything that I do literally in my planner. So basically, the calendar app on my phone is for, I don't know, whatever. I just am having fun with it.
For you. I really
Thank you.
do. I'm glad you found it now. And it's funny because I remember I told you I was obsessed with my planner. So I don't use my phone calendar for like planning out my day. Like I just do it for like appointments and stuff and like trips. But I have my planner for like planning out my content for social media and when I need to like post this or do that and like whatever. So I have an idea. So I'm not like scrambling, but I use my planner for that stuff. And then like, don't forget to do this or whatever.
So I do that stuff on the calendar app. Yeah. And then also my tried and true Spotify, the release radar playlist that they have that they curate for, I guess, artists that you like, banger after banger. I just am like, Spotify is always hitting. I didn't even know 2 of my favorite artists had new songs coming out. And then I go to my release radar and poof, they're up. Shout out to Jordan Davis and Ashley Kutcher for putting out new bops. The new Ashley Kutcher song.
Never even heard of her.
It's called Plot Twist. She said, I probably should have closed the book on us, but I didn't because you're a real page turner.
Oh, love that.
Yeah. I was like, okay, Ashley, what book did you read? No. Oh, another obsession. I haven't finished it. I think 10 chapters left, but reading The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren just reignited my love for them. I really like their writing style, and this book is just so funny. I'm not even going to tell because we're going to do an episode on it, right?
Don't talk about it.
Okay, I won't talk about it. But so that's basically what I have been obsessed with. What about you?
I'm so glad you asked.
I know, you're spit it out.
Oh, okay. So tomorrow, which is Tuesday, July 30th, is tomorrow. I'm going to the Blink-182 One More Time concert, and I am so excited because I've been obsessed with them basically my entire
Yes,
life.
you have.
Oh my God, I love them so much. So
Oh
I've
my God,
been
you get to see Travis Barker.
in
Oh my
all
God,
of
send me a picture of him.
And I think I talked Jesse into getting like good seats, so I think we're really close.
Oh, yes. Oh my God, I wonder if Courtney's going to be there.
Probably not. It's just Raleigh, North Carolina. She doesn't give a fuck about Raleigh, North Carolina.
I'm sure
And I
she
just-
travels with him everywhere.
No, it's true. But anyways, I have been like listening. So their tour set is on Spotify. So I've been listening to it, and I've just been so obsessed because I just love them so much.
What's your favorite song
Like their new album or like all time?
of all time?
First Date. I love First Date. It's so fun.
All the small things. What's my age again? I
Yeah.
miss you.
One of my favorites in their new album is Edging. It's so fun. And then the Anthem Part 3 is the one I posted today. That's a good one.
The album that came out in 2023.
Well, yeah. So that's their tour album.
And they have a
basically.
song called F Face.
Yeah, it's like a minute long. It's just like, you talk too much, you talk too much. Like, that's literally what it says. You talk too much, and for a minute of them screaming. It's funny. And they're like old now, so it's so cute because they're like still the same. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm literally so excited. I'm like, been thinking about my outfit. I tried to get like a cute Blink-182 crop top. I already have like 4 Blink-182 shirts, but I wanted like a crop top tank top, but they don't sell those in normal. It was like Etsy, and it was going to take 5 weeks to get here. And I was like, what the fuck? So I'm just going to wear, I guess, one of the shirts that I already have. Anyways, I'm so pumped about that. And so really, I've just been so obsessed.
I'm
Of course,
excited for
books.
you.
I know, me too. Thanks.
I really want to go to a concert now. I love concerts.
I do too. And I just love Blink-182.
Yeah, that's probably going to be a good show. Yeah, I want to know what mood you are in these days because I'm trying to get you to read the freaking Paradise Problem and you're like, I'm not in that mood right now. But what are you currently reading?
Okay, so I just finished Quicksilver by Callie Hart. And oh my God, it's so good. So it's fantasy, and it is
When you say it's fantasy, I need you to tell me like what kind of.
romancy.
I know, but
Okay,
like,
so
are
you're
they
talking about the
fairies?
beings? Yes.
Yeah.
So there's humans, there's fae, which are the fairies. They have witches, they have vampires actually, and that's it.
Wait, they have all those in that one book?
Yep, and it's the first one of 3, I think. Anyways,
Yeah.
it's an enemies to lovers type thing. Like, love it.
Mm.
So good. So I just finished that. So all that to say, I've been in my fantasy mood, and I've been in my dark, like, I want to be in my different worlds, my, like, spicy romance, and I'm just not in the mood for the go lovey, happy romance, lolly lolly. And I love those so much. I'm just not in the mood.
Yeah.
I need my, like, dark, like, give me a fae with power and, like, whatever. I don't know. Well, the good thing is I'm going to read a Fate Inked in Blood while I wait for Paradise Problem to come in.
Well, I'm almost done with the Paradise Problem. So, yeah, I can't wait for you to read it because
Let me just say, I've wanted to read this book. It's on my TBR. I just am not in the mood for that at the moment.
I know, but okay. That this book deserves an episode on the podcast. It deserves its own episode. But you're not in the mood. You're not in the mood. Gosh,
I'm a
she's not in the
moody
mood.
reader.
But I am actually in the mood for a specific type of book. I'm in the mood for a smutty, spicy, like, book. And
Mine needs to be like power and magic.
Yeah. Well, so if anybody has any spicy, smutty books, I need a recommendation.
Because You're Mine by Claire Contreras. That's a smutty.
Like, it
And
has a
that's-
lot of what I'm looking for.
It has, like, the mafia kind of vibes of, like, kind of
Like, is she getting choked?
Oh, you're thinking like 50
Yeah.
Shades of Grey. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I said smutty, spicy. That's when I need a little something rough around the edges. A little rough
Somebody
around the
has some
edges.
pent-up tension, that's for damn sure.
No, it's so funny because I just came up to the scene in the Paradise Problem and I'm like, wow. Yeah, so you can tell by the title, we're going to be recommending some of our favorite books to y'all. So this is probably going to be a reoccurring topic. So you little freak, you can go first and give your Rex.
Oh, wow, look at me go.
Look
Okay.
at you go. Go, girl. Go, go.
So, number 1, and I'm recommending this book as in recommending the series. So, A Court of Thorn and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I had to add this one in there because now this first book is not my favorite book of the series. This one is kind of like the world building, getting everything in. But this series is a freaking must. If you are a reminisce into that, it has the enemies of lovers, fated mates, found family, all that slow burn that you need. It's the best. So this is basically about, for a short little blurb, a woman who falls in love with her supernatural captor. And I think of it like Beauty and the Beast in a sense. And then it just kind of goes on from there. I'm going to say the series I rated 5 stars. This book was probably 4 stars.
Is that the second one or the first one?
This is the first one.
Oh, but your favorite is the second one, right?
The second and third. The second one, A Court of Mist and Fury, is probably my top one. It's so fucking good. But then the third one, A Court of Wings and Ruin, is almost just as good, if not better. I don't know. Those are both 5 stars. So definitely, if you are looking to get into romance, this is an amazing series to do that. That's my first recommendation.
And this was so freaking hard because I have so many books that I want to recommend to my people.
Don't we all?
This was very stressful, I'm not going to lie. But my first one is going to be The Nothing Man by Catherine Ryan Howard. So this is a thriller. I honestly don't even know how to talk about this book without giving it away. It's told through dual POV. So the main character wrote a book, a true crime memoir, to search for the man who killed her family and unknowingly draws the attention of her family's killer. And it's kind of like a game of cat and mouse between the killer and the author. And it's so freaking crazy and it's so good.
That sounds like what I would like, actually.
Yeah, you would like this. 5 stars, so good. That's one that I'm recommending. Did I even talk about that? Okay, I was trying not to give it away because you like stress me.
You were about to, and I was like, "There, shut the fuck up." Oh God. Okay, my next one is Beach Read by Emily Henry. Oh my gosh, if you haven't read this, you have to. This is a romance book. I gave it 5 stars. This is so cute. It's like a basically a romance where 2 opposites attract, but they were like rivals, and they're both writers, and they are kind of going through their own things. And it's just so good. This book made me, after it, like, I literally hugged the book because I was just like, oh my gosh, that was such an amazing story. And it was so good because it had some like parts where the main character had to like find herself and work through some difficult times, and he helps with that. And it's just so good.
And they're both writers?
They're both writers. So it's kind of cool too because obviously Emily Henry is a writer. And so it kind of puts into perspective like a writer's world and their life. 2 different like writers, so they obviously are different. So it's so good. You have, oh my God, Chelle, I did what Peyton calls you. You would freaking love this.
It's on my TBR cart.
And what's funny is they don't even, I think they go to the beach like 1 time. Like they're technically on the beach, but they like literally go to the beach like 1 time. But it's such a good book. Anyways, what's your next one?
Cute. Okay, my next one is Pretty Little Wife by Darby Kane.
I have this one, I think.
Yeah, so this one is a suspenseful thriller.
Ooh.
And it's about a woman's plotted revenge to unravel when her supposedly dead husband's body disappears. Yeah, and it's like, shouldn't a dead husband stay dead?
Mm?
But basically, a college student vanishes and then the husband vanishes. So, some deceit is happening.
Oh,
I don't know.
shit.
You're going to have to read and find out. That's all I'm going to say about the book.
Thank
Because
you.
I'm not giving anything else away. I will not be attacked on my own podcast.
Oh, bless.
Wait, so you have this one?
I think I do. This one, as you know, you've read it, is
Yeah,
so
I
good.
freaking recommended that book to you. It's a
Yeah, you had to
series.
say it. Yes, it's a
I had
three-part
to.
series. Yes, it's a domestic thriller. So and this series is insane. So I can't even say a lot without giving too much away. But this one's basically about a husband and wife that agree to an arrangement to fix their marriage. And basically push their boundaries. And that's all I'm saying. It's a wild ride, and you will not expect what happens.
It is so freaking good. I
Oh,
remember when I was reading that, I was like, oh my God, Whitley's got to read this. And then,
yes.
you know who she kind of reminds me of? Well, she doesn't remind me. Very similar kind of writing styles, suspenseful, very good. Her and
Who?
Frida McFadden.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Definitely like, oh shit, that just happened.
Right. Like you
Wait.
don't even think, oh, that plot twist, that turn. You're like, shoot, wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. Wait, pause. I went to come bring my next book up, and I have read Pretty Little Wife.
You
I read
have?
it. It's on my Kindle. I read it.
Okay, my next recommendation, the Briar You series by Elle Kennedy, and it's a set of 4 books called The Chase, The Risk, The Play, The Dare, which I just found out this is a spin-off series from her Off-Campus series, which I've never read, but this series specifically follows the romances between a group of college girls and hockey players that attend Briar University, and each book is a different girl and a hockey player told in dual POV, and the books just really encompass the friendships between the friend groups, love interests, and issues that they have attending college. You know what that's like. And I just really love these books because the girls are so funny and sassy, and the guys are just yummy, and I love them. But I highly recommend these books. I do see that they are talked about a lot. Elle Kennedy is that girl.
You rated them what?
5 stars, duh.
Figured. The next one I have is, which I talked about on the last episode, is One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. And this is a duology, so 2 books. There's this book and then the 2 Twisted Crowns. And oh my gosh, this is 5 stars. It's really a unique fantasy. It was such a different story, and I love definitely a top duology. 100%. If you're into, it's definitely into like a dark medieval gothic vibes. It has that feeling. Like it made me wear black a lot. I really was feeling my book. Like I was in that mood of like wearing black and like feeling all my dark music. And I'm not like a screamo person.
You really took that
I
mood
did.
and ran with it.
This is what got me back into this fantasy like dark mood. I'm not kidding you. So, anyways, it's amazing. 5 stars.
I feel like that was the one that I was like, I don't want to read that.
You probably would not like it, but anyone who likes fantasy would love it.
So, for all the fantasy readers, Whitley's got you for the racks. My next one is Little Secrets by Jennifer Hillier.
I had this on my shelf, so I should read it.
Oh my God, yes, it's so freaking good. So that one is about a mother desperate to find her missing son, and it leads her to find out shocking freaking things about her husband and herself. Yeah. Oh my God, it's so good. When you talk about a book, do you ever get like, oh my God, I kind of want to reread this, but then it's like, oh, I don't have time to reread it?
Yes, everybody's always like, oh, I'm rereading this book, and I'm like, how do you have time? I have so many books I haven't ever read. Like, I
Right.
can't do it. But
Same. What's your last one?
Okay, last one is The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins. Have you read this?
No. What else has she put out? I feel like I read something of hers. Oh, Reckless Girls. I read Reckless Girls. Did you read that one?
I don't think so. No. Anyways, The Wife Upstairs is so good. So it's basically like reimagining like a Jane Eyre as a modern day Southern Gothic mystery novel, and it's set in Alabama. And It's basically I feel like she's living in, like, a crappy apartment with, like, a weird roommate, um, and she meets this, like, handsome, like, super hot, wealthy guy in this, like, prestige neighborhood, in Rochester. It's insane, like, it looks like it's supposed to be, like, this fairy tale, story, but it's so crazy. I'm not even gonna say more about it. It is so good, and you're just, like, mouth open, like, "Holy shit." 5
Wow.
stars, so good. The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins. Definitely read it.
That's
It's
on
a
my TBR for sure.
yeah, and that's definitely a thriller. Like, that was my last one, so what's yours?
My last book. This is the Breathless trilogy by Maya Banks. We have Rush, Fever, Burn. This is an erotic romance series. Oh my god. Like I want to read these books too.
Ooh.
But it follows 3 powerful wealthy men. Love to hear it. Love to hear it.
Oh, bless,
Yes.
bless.
And their names are Gabe, Jace, and Ash. I love those names. And so it basically follows their intense love story and the challenges that they have, you know, with dominance and trust.
So we're
And
thinking, like, 50 Shades of Grey
yeah, like
vibes.
these
Ooh.
are erotic.
Whoa.
Erotica. And this is what I'm looking for in my next read. I need something like this. And I'm like, oh, I guess I don't really want to reread these ones, even though I read them so long ago.
That's a mood. That's a mood reader. That's what that is.
But I am not a mood reader.
Anyways, I'm just saying you're in that mood for that, right? And so you want
Yes.
that type of book. I got you on the next one. I'll figure it out. I got you.
I read these books 8 years ago.
Oh God.
I have it on my Goodreads.
LOL. That you had good readings back then.
I know. I'm an OG, okay? What can I say? And those are all my recommendations. So I have The Nothing Man by Catherine Ryan Howard, Pretty Little Wife by Darby Kane, the Briar U series, The Chase, The Risk, The Play, The Dare by Elle Kennedy, Little Secrets by Jennifer Hillier, and then we have the Breathless trilogy by Maya Banks, Rush, Fever, and Burn.
To sum mine up, we have the A Court of Thorn and Roses series by Sarah J. Maas, also known as Akatar. Then we have Beach Read by Emily Henry. And then The Arrangement by Kirsten Modlin. Then we have One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. And then last but not least, we have The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins.
I feel like those are really good. Do you want to read any of mine?
Well, the one I thought I was going to read, I already have read. So The Little Secrets, yes.
You don't want to read the erotica one?
Maybe.
I want to get you to read like an erotica one so we can do an episode on a like steamy erotica book.
Why don't I get you to read some of the books I want you to read? And then we can do an episode on that.
Guess what? I did Fourth Wing and Iron Flame.
Would you want to read any of mine?
I want to read The Wife Upstairs, Beach Read. I feel like I'll probably dive into Akatar in like 2030.
No, you will, and not that far away.
We don't want to overwhelm y'all with too many recs in one episode. So I think that's a wrap.
That is a wrap.
Anyways, this has been fun. It's a wrap on our recommendations to y'all. We hope y'all like them and add some to your TBR. If you're not already, make sure you're following Today is Booked on Instagram and on TikTok. We are thriving on TikTok right now. And follow Whitley at Books with Wit, books.with.wit. And rate the podcast on Spotify or Apple.
If you're feeling frisky.
Remember,
Today is booked.
and tomorrow isn't looking good either.